Hello and welcome to my YouTube video about the Norse god Tyr, also known as Ty, and his role in the Scandinavian pre-Christian society, and also his parallels to other Indo-European gods. Tyr has probably been a really important god in Scandinavia and Germania before the Viking Age, and of course before Jesus comes around. And he's one of the few Norse gods we can see a clear parallel to Indo-European origin gods. The reconstructed god Rives, which probably bolstered my pronunciation. And that god has also become Zeus or Jupiter in Greek and Roman religion, and the god Dyaus in Sanskrit or Hinduism. Another god that has been speculated to have origins from Rives is Odin, although sources disagree, as they usually do. In case you're not such a big nerd as I am, the Indo-Europeans were people who originated in modern-day Ukraine and spread from to virtually all of Europe and even down to India, therefore the name Indo-European. And it's from them we get the Indo-European languages and language families such as English and Hindu and Norwegian, which I speak. And it is also speculated that many of the pre-Christian religions such as Greek, Norse mythology and Hinduism all have Indo-European roots, and we can see a lot of parallels in religion, such as the Tree of Life, Yggdrasil, also appears in Hinduism. And we can also say that maybe some of the gods, such as Tyr and Zeus. Now enough about Zeus and Hinduism. It's back to the Norse mythology. And one of the reasons why Tyr is speculated to be a much bigger deal in the Norse pantheon before the Viking Age is because we can see him in a lot of place names, such as Tysnes, which is an island outside Bergen in Norway, Tyrsnes Øy, Tyrs Island, and also Tissø på Sjælland in Denmark. He's also given us the name of in Norwegian Tirsdag or Tyrsdag or Tuesday in English. And in the Viking Age it looks more like Odin and Thor has taken over many of his roles as warrior gods in the Norse society. But these former place names show that he might have had a bigger role in Norse society. And according to the 1st century Roman historian and writer Tacitus, in his book Germania, which is about the Germans, he talks about Tyr by using Roman drawing parallels to the Roman god Mars, which he also calls Tyr. Mars also shares Tuesday in the Roman name with Tyr, and according to Tacitus, some Germanic tribes looks at him as head god of their tribe, sacrifices both human and animals, and those humans were probably prisoners of war. You also see in Jordan, 6th century Gothic scholars' work, Gaetica. The Romans mentions Tyr as a warrior god, which the Germanic peoples sacrifices war booty and the opponent's weapons, which is a common ritual from Germania during the Roman Iron Age, and it has also been a good source for archaeology finds. But still, Gaetica still mentions Merkur or Odin as the Germans' most important god, but that Tyr or Mars is a warrior god. When it comes to Scandinavian written sources from the area, there isn't much, but in Snorre Sturlason's Poetic Edda, which is a collection of poems that has survived through the ages, he is mentioned in a few of them. He is mentioned in Hymin's poem, where he rivals with Thor to do Jotun Ægir to get his cooking pot to make a great meal. It's also in the poem that Thor tries to fish up the Midgard's snake or worm. He's also mentioned in Loki's quarrel, where Loki has a flyting or a rap battle, you could say, with the other gods, and it is where it gets brought up that he has lost his hand to the Fenris wolf, which is Loki's son, and also the animal that eats Odin during Ragnarok when he bounded him, where Loki responds that he has had a daughter with Tyr's wife, which is really weird because there is no other mention of Tyr's wife in any other sources. Tyr meets his end in Ragnarok, fighting Gammer, a hellhound associated with Hell, and they both kill each other in the ensuing battle. So that only leaves us with the end of the video. And what Tyr means today, his name, which I forgot to mention in earlier video, is also Deus or God in Latin, and he has definitely left some mark in place name and mythology. But his presence during the Viking Age, and especially during when the written sources of Snorre Sturlason, his role had diminished greatly. So he's kind of a mystery god. We don't know a lot about him, as we do with other gods. Anyways, this has been my first YouTube video. If you discount RuneScape videos from 2006. But anyways, if you like this, like the video. If you have some cool input, put that in, and if you disagree on some of my sources or the way I present them, it's comment away. You might be right, and yeah, have a nice day.